Back. Delta Force recently dropped the official patch notes for the new season Eclipse Vigil, and today we're going to dive deep into everything that's coming. There are some exciting changes, including controller support for Warfare mode, tons of quality of life improvements, weapon balancing, operator skill adjustments, and much more. There's a lot to cover in this video, so let's kick things off with the update launch times. This no downtime update drops on PC on April 21st at 2 AM UTC. The servers won't be going offline, but make sure you've got at least 45 gigabytes of free space, because this one's a hefty 18.2 gigabyte download. Ranked matches will be disabled starting at 0030 UTC to prepare for the update. Next up is the new operator Nox, but I already covered everything you need to know about him in my last video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't seen it yet. In that same video, I also went over Trenchline's Night mode, the new Commander mode, the GTQ-35 vehicle, and the new Flamethrower gadget. So now, let's move on to the new stuff I haven't talked about yet. First up, we're getting Operation Blackout, also known as Zero Dam Night mode, exclusively on PC. According to the patch notes, they're rolling out Long Night mode, which is the normal difficulty version according to the map rotation schedule. They've also listed 3 difficulty levels for Night mode: Dusk, Easy, Long Night, Normal, and Evernight, Hard. So we might see the other difficulties added to the rotation later in the season. Speaking of map rotation, we're getting Hard mode for Space City as a new addition, but the schedule looks a bit different compared to last season. As for the rest, Zero Dam in Easy and Normal modes, along with Leali Grove in Easy mode, will be available at all times, just like last season. I also covered the new weapon, K437, and the 7.25 double-barrel shotgun, along with the new ammo types 300 BLK for the K437 and Dragon's Breath rounds for all shotguns. However, the composite bow that was available in the test version didn't make it into this update. We're also getting 3 types of night vision helmets, 2 gold rarity and 1 red rarity. If you're planning to craft the gold ones yourself, here are the recipes for both. They are introducing a brand new leaderboard system, which is divided into global and friends leaderboards, each showcasing the top 100 players. In operations, players are ranked by overall rank, extraction value, and total operator kills. Meanwhile, Warfare has 4 ranking metrics: merit, operator kills, capture point contribution, and healing contribution. Also, season missions are getting a full reset, and all progress from Season 3 will be wiped, and any remaining safe box access or 3x3 trial cards from past seasons will expire. And Season 4 brings in an all-new mission line with a massive set of 77 new missions to tackle. There are also key changes to how missions work. Now, once a mission reaches complete status during a match, it won't be lost due to extraction failure or leaving early. Now, let's talk about the Warfare combat changes and level improvement. The Threshold map, Attack Defense, is getting a major overhaul. First off, a new map event has been added where the C1 sector can now be completely destroyed after being hit by multiple guided missiles, turning it into a neutral objective. If the attacking team's troop strength in Zone C drops below 75, air support bombing will trigger and open up a new route to C2. The C2 area is also getting some balancing. Plus, assault vehicle cooldowns for attackers have been reduced to 40 seconds, and guided missile score requirements have been lowered to 17,000. Threshold's King of the Hill mode is also being adjusted, with assault vehicle cooldowns dropping to 40 seconds for both sides, and the wheeled tank destroyer being swapped out for the new light tank GTQ-35. On the Trench Lines map, the left mountainside area has been expanded and optimized for better engagements, and the PC version of King of the Hill now includes a new capture zone and a larger playable area. In Attack Defense mode, the attacker's wheeled tank destroyer in the 4th sector has been replaced with GTQ-35. Trainwreck sees similar changes, as GTQ-35 is now available in both Attack, Defense, and King of the Hill modes. Before we move further, let's hear a word from the sponsor of today's video. Struggling with high ping, lag spikes, or low FPS in Delta Force? You're not alone. These issues can be the difference between victory and frustration. But what if I told you there's a simple fix? Meet LegoFast, the official game booster for Delta Force. I've been using it for a while, especially when recording content for the Chinese version of the game. Normally I get over 250 milliseconds, but with LegoFast I can cut that down to 90, all with just one click. No more packet loss, no more server lag, just smooth gameplay. But that's not all. LegoFast boosts your FPS by optimizing your system, and even allows you to overclock your GPU, while allowing you to switch servers to any region effortlessly. Just pick your preferred server and node, hit boost, and you're set. And if you're struggling with map knowledge, their interactive overlay map shows spawn points, all loot locations, and extractions for all operations maps, including tough ones like Space City and Brackish. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, this feature gives you the upper hand, helping you navigate the battlefield like a pro. LEGO Fast isn't just for Delta Force. It works with thousands of PC and console games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Valorant, Apex, Marvel Rivals, Counter-Strike, and many more. So no matter what you play, LEGO Fast has you covered. Want to try it for yourself? Grab the free trial using the link in the description or pinned comment, and use code DASH for 30% off when you subscribe. Big thanks to LEGO Fast for sponsoring today's video. Back to the video. Building destruction is now more dangerous, with shattered debris capable of inflicting damage on characters. Recon helicopter and LAV vehicle redeployment times have been standardized to 150 and 90 seconds respectively. Across several maps, Ascension, Cracked, Trench Lines, and Trainwreck in Hill of Iron mode, the number of main battle tanks has been reduced to 2 on PC and 1 on mobile, while 2 light tanks are being added for PC and 1 for mobile. The post-match results screen has also been upgraded, now offering detailed mission tracking and progress across multiple categories like Armory, Operator Growth, Achievements, Recruitment, and Appearance Collections. There are also plenty of user interface and quality of life changes that enhance gameplay readability and customization. Warning icons for throwables that pose a threat, like grenades, will now show up as outlines when behind walls, making them easier to spot before it's too late. On PC, a new customization option lets players change how they deploy tactical gear and class gadgets. Choose between quick throw, hold, or the default style to better fit your playstyle. For example, if you're running Zoya and want to deploy blinding gas instantly, you can now set it up to happen with a single tap. Flash protection mode has been introduced as well, changing flashbang effects from a full whiteout to a darkened screen, which helps reduce visual discomfort while keeping the blinding effect intact. And I personally love this feature, as I no longer needed to get blinded every time I get hit by those flash drones. And last but definitely not least, if a magnetic bomb gets stuck on you during combat, there will now be a clear icon above your character to let you and your team know you've got a problem to deal with immediately. In Operations mode, combat audio has also been upgraded. Directional sound logic has been optimized, and object-based binaural audio has been added for more immersive 3D positioning. Players can now enable this feature through the settings menu under audio by toggling the HRTF option. It's especially helpful in multi-level structures where distinguishing whether footsteps are above or below you is now much clearer. The lean peak firing mechanic has also been refined, ensuring opponents can no longer abuse angles that expose only minimal parts of their body. Vaulting has been improved too, reducing the movement penalties tied to that action and making transitions over obstacles feel smoother and more responsive. Several balance tweaks have been made to the Zero Dam map, while item visuals like the micro-reactor and portable military radar have been resized for better in-match clarity. New item inspection animations have been added for collectibles such as the Spinosaurus claw fossil, infantry fighting vehicle model, portable radar, video camera, and luxury mechanical watch, giving players a bit more flair when checking out their loot. PC players are getting the quick throw option for operations as well. And also, the flash protection mechanic and magnetic bomb indicator are also coming to operations mode. The Brackish Boss Blue Eagle helicopter has also received attention. Its crash site logic has been improved to prioritize areas closer to where it was shot down, with the Operation Broken Wings always landing at the helipad. Additionally, the patrol routes and rocket missile damage display have been updated for better clarity, though the damage values themselves remain unchanged. Let's move on to system improvements across both modes.
牙龈不舒服，不能当没事。牙菌斑。
The mode selection panel has been cleaned up visually, and a quick join button for active events has been added for faster matchmaking. The operator profile upgrade now requires fewer missions for completion, with a more balanced difficulty curve overall. In the Gunsmith system, players can now preview sight reticles before applying them, plus a new filter tool makes it easier to sort attachments based on specific attributes. Weapon recommendations have been updated as well. Share codes have become easier to use within chat channels, letting players copy or send them with a single tap. In the collection section, selection packs can now be opened in custom amounts for greater control. For new and returning players, the PC version now features detailed tutorials that cover everything from extraction points and system mechanics to voice-guided instructions for smoother onboarding. The friend system has gotten a bit more personal too, with a new friend note feature that lets you add customized labels or remarks to your friend list entries. Over in the Mandelbrick market, you can now place pending purchase orders, add deluxe appearances and charms to your watch list, and enjoy a smoother process when buying older Mandelbrick items. Plus, a fun new cosmetic option has arrived. Players can now enter matches with random firearm appearances enabled for added variety and surprise. Now let's move on to Warfare Mode specific changes. The scoreboard now offers more accurate contribution breakdowns across various roles. Healing scores now factor in both healing and rescue actions. Capture contributions are based strictly on objective captures. Engineer support includes fortifications and vehicle-related actions. And tactical contributions come from operator gear and call-in attacks. Distance information has been removed from friendly indicators, and the way names and icons scale with distance has been tweaked for a cleaner HUD. End-of-match grade results are more informative too, now showing remaining double score effects and bonus score amounts, along with any active score protection benefits and their remaining uses. Controller support is also coming, with Xbox controllers now able to connect via Bluetooth. For PlayStation 5 and most third-party controllers, a 2.4 GHz or wired connection is required. However, full controller support is still in development, so functionality may currently vary according to the officials. The Operations is also getting a ton of system improvements, starting with a rework to the cheater kill compensation system. Not only has the algorithm for compensation range been optimized, but it can now retroactively track and compensate matches from earlier periods. The auction house interface has also been upgraded. You can now interact directly with the price histogram to jump to specific pricing tiers, and if the same item is available at a lower rate in the supply station, the game will automatically buy it at the cheaper price. No need to double-check both listings manually. Several adjustments have been made to the exchange and producing recipes as well. Profits for limited-time items in the T and E lab have been increased, and the drop rate for rare research items like keycards has seen a significant boost. There's even a small chance to obtain materials for crafting level 6 combat supplies now. Some of the more advanced optics, like holographic thermal vision and combat thermal sights, have had their crafting and exchange recipes adjusted, and new night vision device recipes have been introduced. Meanwhile, the Olight Warrior 3S tactical flashlight and its crafting materials have been added to the auction house, making it easier for players to build high-end flashlight gear. The Black Sight crafting system has also gotten some polish. New UI tips, quick material refill, recipe marking, and a finished product price preview are now available. You can now apply default weapon appearances directly with gear tickets, and when purchasing gear like ballistic vests or meds, you can even choose the durability level you want. Your loadout system has been made smarter too. Expired safebox loadouts now prompt reminders, and night missions will offer loadout suggestions. Elite gear ticket distribution has been optimized, and the quick exchange feature now shows item prices, sold-out notices, and improved carry restriction text. Let's move into weapon balancing, starting with the M250 machine gun. Its hipfire damage in both modes has dropped from 55 to 45, and in Operations, its abdomen damage multiplier is down from 0.9 to 0.7. Next, let's move on to Operations mode. The M14 Marksman rifle also received a nerf to long-range output, with a damage falloff that now starts at 40 meters at 0.8. Its exclusive attachments saw slight stat changes too, trading raw recoil for more control. On the flip side, the SG-552 assault rifle got buffed. Its base damage jumped from 22 to 24, and armor penetration increased slightly. However, its damage drop-off zones now come sooner, starting at 35 meters instead of 55 meters, and the long-range damage drops off more steeply. Meanwhile, the AK-12 was made deadlier at range, now dealing 0.9 damage at 40 meters and 0.75 at 70 meters. The AUG received multiple attachment reworks and damage tweaks, and the headshot multipliers are now 2.0, and upper chest shots will deal 10% more damage. Its attachments now offer better control and recoil handling, while some stability and hipfire values were tweaked for balance. Other buffs include the QBZ-95, which now boasts a 2.3 headshot multiplier, and both the CI-19 and QJB-201, which were bumped up to 2.1 for headshots. For shotgun users, the chance of inflicting bleed status effects has been significantly reduced, making shotguns slightly less punishing up close. Over in Warfare side, the M250's hand damage multiplier is now 0.8 instead of 1.0, and its damage over range falls off more sharply at every distance milestone. The SR3M also got a slight nerf to both hand damage and range efficiency. More importantly, class weapon pools have been expanded. Assault classes can now use the K416, K437, and the 725 shotgun, while Hackclaw is also getting access to K416, PTR32, 725 shotgun, and S12K, Also, Luna gains access to the PTR-32 and QBZ-95. Engineers can now use the AK-12, QBZ-95, and 725 shotgun, and support classes also gain the 725. Lastly, a number of quality-of-life fixes round out this patch. A strange firing bug with the PKM when using certain low-power scopes has been fixed, and reload timing has been improved to make animations feel smoother. Flashlight visibility has been upgraded for night maps with better range, brightness, and beam angles. The third-person flashlight glare has also been reduced to help stealthy players stay concealed more easily. Finally, we have operator balance changes. Starting with Saniva, he's received a substantial set of buffs and mechanical tweaks. In both modes, his EOD set cooldown has been reduced from 60 seconds to 45, and his blast shield removal animation has also been updated, as now he takes off his helmet first, followed by the shield, making the transition feel more grounded and immersive. He can now throw wire fences farther, and it takes 5 melee hits to destroy 1 instead of 3, making them much more durable in standoffs. Gadget interactions have also been reworked. Sonic traps, Viren's airshell launchers, Volt arrows, incendiary grenades, and whirlwind discs will now force his blast shield to open. Only flashbangs and swarm drones won't. In operations, his EOD set stamina system has been rebalanced. Previously, stamina would start draining immediately, but now it begins to drop only after 45 seconds, hitting 50% by the 90-second mark, giving him more time to operate at full effectiveness.
Type SS Ultra 的设计设施，你就一圈就查得到。是网页摘要最会处理，让你一键生成。
On the flip side, enemies now gain temporary knockdown immunity. If someone gets knocked down 3 times in a row by the blast shield, he becomes immune to that knockback effect for 5 seconds. His grapple gun has been slightly improved too. The hook retrieval time after latching onto a surface is now down from 0.8 to 0.7 seconds. And in Warfare, Saniva can use gadgets like flamethrowers and welding tools while his EOD set is active, opening up more aggressive or support playstyles mid-engagement. Moving on to Shepard, he's got a simple but effective tweak in operations. His frag grenade cooldown has been lowered from 55 to 45 seconds, letting him maintain more pressure with explosive utility. Uluru has also been rebalanced across both modes. His loitering munition is now harder to shoot down, thanks to a reduced hitbox for incoming bullets. In operations, his composite incendiary cooldown is shorter at 45 seconds, but the damage timing has been tweaked for fairness. The flames take longer to start hurting you, a new 0.5 seconds delay after ignition, but once you step into sustained fire, damage is dealt instantly. He now uses a progressive burn system. Initial contact deals 8 damage per second, but after 1.5 seconds inside the fire, it scales up to 20 damage per second. If enemies escape the flames, the burn timer resets. Luna got a small buff to her utility in both modes. When an enemy is hit by her Volt arrow or frag grenade, the mark duration is now 1 full second, up from 0.5. In operations, she shares the same 45-second grenade cooldown buff as Shepard, but her rebound arrows now only bounce once. Toxic saw a few smart adjustments in operations. Her Dragonfly Swarm cooldown is down from 120 to 90 seconds, so you can send those mini drones more often. She can now carry 2 blinding gas grenades instead of 1, but each has a longer cooldown of 55 seconds instead of 35. Lastly, we have bug fixes and improvements to talk about. Hackclaw's passive ability, Silent Step, now activates correctly, and Viren's dynamic propulsion no longer behaves inconsistently. Saniva also received multiple bug fixes. As his shield will now appear in the correct position, his observation window will display accurate HP values, and his shield bash now deals the correct amount of damage. In Warfare mode, objective scoring has been adjusted as follows. In King of the Hill, ally captures now grant 150 points instead of 50. And on the Trainwreck map, attack line and hold the line scores have been increased from 25 to 35 and 50 to 60 respectively. And finally, Raid Serpentine mode is going away after the update. And that's all for today's video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until next time, take care and happy gaming.